If you're watching this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me from where you're hearing my story. I want to know how far it's reached. Hello, dear friends. My name is Isabella Torres and I'm 40 years old. I'm a dance instructor from Miami, Florida, where the ocean breeze carries the rhythm of salsa and the streets pulse with vibrant murals and Cuban coffee. For 20 years I've taught dance, salsa, merengue, bachata, my body swaying to music that heals my soul, my feet worn from studio floors. Every step I've danced has been a move toward a life filled with love, not just for dance but for someone to share my rhythm. Tonight I want to tell you how I found love, lost it to betrayal, and fought to reclaim my heart. It's a story of passion, heartbreak, and the courage to dance again. So, grab a café con leche, settle in, and let me share my story. I was divorced at 32 when my first husband, Rafael, left me for a coworker, taking our savings and leaving me with a rented studio apartment and a bruised heart. I rebuilt my life through dance, teaching classes at a community center, pouring my pain into every spin and dip. My dream was a love as fiery as salsa, as steady as a waltz, a partner who'd move with me through life's music. I saved $30,000 from teaching, hiding it in a velvet box under my bed, and bought a small condo near Miami's Calle Ocho with a sunlit room for my dance practice. I hung mirrors on the walls, painted them coral like the sunset, and filled the space with maracas and framed photos of my students. It was my haven where I was Isabella the dancer, not just Isabella the woman picking up pieces. 3 years ago I met Diego at a salsa festival. He was 42, a musician with a guitar that sang and eyes that held me like a partner in a dance. We'd spend nights at clubs, him playing, me dancing, our chemistry electric. He was single, no kids, with a past of failed bands but a smile that promised better days. After a year, I let him move into my condo, believing we'd choreograph a life together. I set rules. We'd split bills, respect my dance space, and be honest. Always, mi amor, he said, kissing my hands as we swayed to his guitar. I should have known some rhythms are too good to last. Last spring, I came home from teaching, my body aching from a cha-cha class, and stopped dead in my dance room. My mirrors were covered with Diego's music posters, my maracas pushed into a corner. My practice floor held his guitar cases and a laptop showing a crowdfunding page for his solo tour. The air smelled of his cologne, not my jasmine candles. Diego sat at my desk, texting, while a woman's voice laughed through his phone. "What's this?" I asked, my voice trembling, my feet rooted like I'd forgotten my steps. Diego looked up, his smile too smooth. "Isabella, I'm just using the space for my music comeback. You don't need all this room." He gestured at my mirrors like they were props. I noticed my velvet box, my $5,000 in savings, open and empty on a shelf. "I borrowed it for tour gear," he admitted. "It's for us, mi amor." I'd spent 20 years teaching, skipping nights out, wearing second-hand shoes to buy this condo. My dance room was my heart, each step a story of survival. But to him it was a stage for his dreams. The truth unraveled like a poorly tied knot. Diego had been booking gigs with a singer, Carla, his collaborator. I found receipts for hotel stays in Key West, paid with my savings, and texts where he called me too clingy, and planned to move out with Carla after his tour. The worst came at a bank meeting, where my accountant showed me Diego had added his name to my condo's lease, claiming I'd agreed. He'd told Carla he'd sell my place to fund their music label, saying I was too old for dancing dreams. My heart shattered, but I thought of my student, Maria, a single mom who'd survived her own betrayal. "Isabella, your dance is your power," she'd said. Don't let anyone steal your rhythm. I called Maria, tears falling, and she connected me with Ms. Lopez, a lawyer who handled property fraud. Document everything, Ms. Lopez advised. Protect your home and your heart. I photographed the posters, the empty box, the lease papers. I froze my accounts and changed the locks, my hands shaking as I betrayed the man I'd loved. I spent weeks planning, pretending everything was fine, smiling as Diego kissed me, each touch a lie. I needed evidence, and I needed it to hurt. The moment came at the Miami Salsa Festival, where Diego was performing. I'd arranged for Maria and Ms. Lopez to join me, along with a private investigator, Mr. Reyes, who'd tracked Diego's spending. As Diego strummed his guitar, charming the crowd, I took the stage holding a tablet with evidence. Bank records of my stolen savings, texts with Carla, the forged lease. Diego's been stealing from me, I said, my voice steady over the mic. He sold my trust for his dreams. The screen lit up with proof and the crowd gasped. Diego's face fell. Isabella, it's a mistake, he shouted, but Ms. Lopez stepped in. Ms. Torres owns her property. You've committed fraud. The police, called by Maria, escorted Diego off stage as the crowd booed. Diego tried tears, his old charm. Isabella, we're partners. How could you? But I held my ground. You stole my money, my trust, my home. You're done. Carla in the audience yelled, You'll be alone, Isabella. I looked at my dance room waiting for me and said, I'm choosing myself. That night I tore down the posters, relit my candles, and danced alone, the mirrors reflecting my strength. Maria and my students came by, bringing music and laughter, filling my condo with joy. I started a free dance class for kids, teaching them to move with pride. Diego sent pleading texts, then silence, and I'm grateful. At 40, I've learned that love isn't a dance you force. My condo, my heart, is mine, and its rhythm is my freedom. Did you feel my story, friends? I'm sharing it from Miami, where my dance floor shines under the stars. Where are you listening from? Let's meet in the comments. If this tale moved you, your support means everything. A kind word or a super thanks keeps these stories spinning. Check out more on my channel and don't forget to subscribe. With love and rhythm, Isabella.